This picture, in a way, it's where the project began. We have a group of people from Venezuela crossing a dirt road. There are many like this along the Colombian-Venezuelan border, hundreds, and they are entering Colombia. This is the very moment where they leave Venezuela behind and they start a new journey. The origin of a migration crisis, it's inequality. You know, like we can, of course, we know about economic failure in Venezuela, political collapse, and that's one of the causes of the migration. But more broadly, migration is caused by endemic poverty, endemic violence. At the beginning of the crisis, 2016-17, it was young people who were leaving Venezuela. And now we see entire families, elderly, young children walking across the migration routes. I almost don't think when I take a photograph. I just try to take the best photograph I can and to relate with the people I meet in a way that this encounter can drive me to understanding their condition, you know. So while looking at these photographs, I was just thinking that I feel like I was there again, you know. So I made this picture in Bogota, Colombian capital city, close to the bus terminal, where at the time 300 people had settled, the first informal settlement of Venezuelan migrants in Colombia. So it was Halloween, October 31st, when a group of Colombian citizens came to the camp distributing costumes for children to cheer up their day. I mean, she was exchanging candies for money at this traffic island, and she ran very quickly towards the camp. She got a costume, she wore it, and she just ran back to the traffic island to continue what she was doing, you know. And she's looking at this empty plastic cup. She's so elegant, so respectful, you know, so aware, conscious about her condition, but in a very mature way, you know, because she didn't forget she's a child. You know, if there is a costume, she wants to wear it, you know, but she cannot play because she's also aware of overall, in a family on the move, everybody has to do something, you know? So I feel this duality, and I feel there is childhood and adultness. Here we are in La Guajira, at the entrance of a dirt road which connects Colombia and Venezuela. Even though often because of political frictions between the socialist Venezuelan government and the right-wing Colombian government, border get closed, or because of a pandemic, still the illegal crossing points remain active. So people continue to move. People migrate because they want to settle in another country and start a new life. Others who live close to the border, they might have found a job in a Colombian town, or they are smugglers, so they can buy things that you cannot find in Venezuela, in Colombia, and sell them in Venezuela. At these crossing points, it's chaotic. The heat is challenging for the people, and when I'm observing the chaotic situations, I try to order it, by observing through the rectangle. I try to put an order in something that apparently is not order at all. So this is something that unconsciously, for a viewer, it's gonna trigger deeper reflections on the conception of fleeing your home, fleeing your country, fleeing from your country, from your place, and go to an unknown destination. So after so many years documenting migrations, behaviors in children and adolescents as well, they have learned how to live, how to cope with a constant feeling of danger and alertness. Normality is what they live every day. So normality is that you don't necessarily get food every day, that you have to work 6 hours to get water, that you always have to be alert because something dangerous can happen. And this trauma in a collective scale becomes a generational trauma. And all these children, some of them will overcome the trauma, others won't. They will become adults at some point. So what they are living now is defining the society of the future. And it's not just the Venezuelan society, but it's the society of the continent, because these people are moving, they don't stay in Venezuela. This photograph is about sisterhood and solidarity. We see my friend Franquilina, who is an indigenous Wayuu midwife and healer. Franquilina, who's helping this woman, comes from a very vulnerable community, abandoned community in Colombia. Actually, the Wayuu and La Guajira are synonymous in Colombia with extreme poverty. She's using her ancestral knowledge to be of help with a stranger, so that a little human being will be born. There is no prenatal care for a pregnant mother, for migrant mothers in Colombia, but they can give birth in hospitals. However, there is always a friction between institutions or organizations or police officers, and they prefer to give birth at home. If they are walking, they give birth on the move, wherever they are, and then they might look for a ride to an hospital. People die on the move. So there is an impossible living condition at home. They feel forced to leave, but they might not make it to the destination. And this guy is called Luis, and he's crying and praying at his sister coffin. She was called Luisana, and she died in Colombia. Her family had no money back in Venezuela to pay for the body to be repatriated. And this photo was taken in a private cemetery built by a woman who has an organization devoted to bury the bodies of people, undocumented people we don't know who they are.